Good morning and welcome to a wet February morning. It's just the start of rush hour and we are off to SplitCharge. We've been talking about it a little while, so it's time to get it done. Really looking forward to seeing what they can do. Obviously we've already come up with a plan, but it's one thing looking at pictures and talking about boxes and devices and things, and it's another thing getting it in and seeing it working and so on. So really excited, really happy to be back out in Wonder. Haven't driven her for quite a while now, and I think it's the first time this year, 2026.
Roundabout, take the second exit.
Rudely interrupted earlier, sorry about that. Anyway, we stopped, we filled up with fuel. We'd have probably had enough to get us there and back, but we're not 100% on the fuel gauge just as yet. We haven't really calibrated it. So yeah, just put some more fuel in. Easily enough to get us there back. Right, I'm going to stop jibber jabbering and catch you when we get to SplitCharge. Right, this is us, junction 35, just coming off the M1 now for Rotherham. Still got about 4.5 miles to go, not far.
Turn left onto Hope Street, then take the second right. Turn right onto Hope Street. Turn left onto the road.
Well, here we are. There's the fire engine there.
Arriving at SplitCharge on the right.
SplitCharge on the right. Hello, we are at SplitCharge. I think I was just chatting on the way in the truck, but yeah, we're here. We've spent about an hour with Sam and the guys looking at what we've already kind of pre-arranged with them. There's some extra bits that we want to do. So yeah, we're having 3 48 volt batteries going to go in here, and then Victron 5 kilowatt inverter, DC to DC converters to go drop down from 48 volt to 24 volt for the water pump and diesel heaters, etc. And then drop down to 12 volt so we can run all of the LED lighting that we've already pre-wired in. We've talked about this before. And some fans and stuff in the bathroom and the toilet fan. So they've just started to lay it all out on the bench. That's quite impressive. We like the boxes.
Just to see what we've actually got to work with and what needs to go in that little space.
Shiny.
Yeah, shiny and new. Yeah, obviously we've got a Sterling DC to DC charge because Victron don't do the right equipment we need just yet. And some people are questioning why there's 3 shunts on here. And the reason there's 3 shunts is to show on the system what each voltage is doing. So you'll have one that is for your DC to DC charge to show how much power you're putting in while you're moving. One will show how much 24 volt power you're consuming, one will show how much 12 volt power you're consuming. A lot of the time you wouldn't know that because these units are dumb. They're still smart, but they're a dumb unit. They have no communication protocol with the rest of the system. So by adding these in, it gives us the communication from those devices that we want to see and need.
Yep.
And obviously the central hub there, little servo. We've got the DC4 switching solution up here. That's from Energy Solutions. So that'll give you 4 switchable outputs. Clever thing about it as well, it can do on-off switches. It can do a momentary switch, so it's like a push-on, push-off button.
Yep.
And if you want to, you can also have dimmable light circuits from it through PWM. So that will allow you to dim a set of lights if you wanted to.
We like dimmable lights.
Pretty clever. It's the first one I've fitted into one of these, so that'll be something new for us here at SplitCharge as well. So yeah, looking forward to doing something a little bit different again.
Question is, will it run my straighteners?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, 100%.
That's all I'm bothered
And the
about.
air fryer.
And the air fryer.
All at the same time.
All at the same
time. And the kettle. So,
Brilliant. Thank you.
yeah, no problem.
I'll let you crack on. Are
We're
you
gonna
doing
watch.
it?
Yeah, I'm the one doing it.
As always.
As always. I've seen you doing all of the other installations, so.
Yeah.
Right, we won't get under your feet.
No, that's fine.
Well, that's it. The box is broken now, you can't send it back.
They don't come out very nice unless you rip the box. You get all the suction from underneath.
Nice.
So yeah, 3 of them.
These are quite new as well, aren't they? These?
Yeah, these are new. So these are now been out for a couple of months, I think end of November, possibly. The good things about these are the new generation ones, so they even though they're adrift, they've still got the direct communication ports, so they will talk to each other, and then they will talk to the servo directly without having to have any extra shunts in line like we used to have to. But yeah, they work really well. Got a nice little new on-off button as well. So yeah, they work nice. I've fitted a couple of these now already, and they just seem to be nice.
I need to make a start, really.
Time waits for no man.
That's going. I'll go down and check on it because there's like 6
So the plan is, we've got multiples of these, but I don't have them all here yet. So just imagine I've got 5 of these blue boxes instead of 3.
Yep.
So this is the fuse box. This is going to sit just above where them batteries are, and that's going to be fixed to the back wall and doesn't move. Then I'm going to build a false wall above that, so this section, which is going to house 2 of these here, and then 3 across the top, like that.
Oh, so it is only just wide enough then, isn't it, to
Yeah,
get
so
that in?
it's only just wide
Yeah.
enough to have all 3
All
of these touching each other,
Okay.
which was my problem. I
Yeah,
couldn't
yeah,
hide the wires anywhere. So by doing that, we'll have 2 solar controllers here, and 3 droppers across the top, and then your DC to DC that side. Then all this is going to be on a hinge system, so that'll tilt forward. And I'm going to put the shunts for each one of these units behind them, just like that.
Yep.
So they'll be like down here, but just
Yep.
Behind it.
Underneath it,
Yeah.
yep. You won't see those.
so then the negative output will come out of that onto the shunt and then go up to where the fuse boxes are going to be here. The inverter is going to be in this section. So then it's just this bit here that moves for access to everything and for running cables in the future. And then we've done it so you've got room to run your trunking down here across,
Yep.
and up to the back wall and then up the wall.
Yep.
So you've got nice direct routes. Might make
Sounds
it
like a plan.
Complicated.
Yep. I'm just making use of the mezzanine platform down at SplitCharge, and we've been looking at the solar panels because we are contemplating upgrading these, getting as much solar as we can on the roof. We're a little bit limited with the existing roof hatches that we've got in there, but they're going to take off the existing 300 watt panels that we've got and put on 2 460s, Steve, yeah? 2 460s at the front, and then we'll probably lose this one at the back and put in 5 120s. Louise is shouting from down there, across the back. So we're going to maximise the available space that we've got to get the most solar, because solar is king, really, when you haven't got much daylight in these winter months and so on. It's really important that you get as much solar as you can. Steve, these links distributors then, one is distributed, is the other one just extension to it?
So basically one's an input, or one's designed to have batteries going into it so they don't have fuses on them. And the distributor has fuse bits built into them, but then see these little holes. So these, if you buy the Lynx shunt that goes between them,
Yeah.
when a fuse blows, this light lights up.
Okay.
But that shunt's not cheap and not
No.
needed.
No.
So what we do is we get a Lynx distributor and a Lynx in, and then I can take the Lynx in apart and I can put bolts in it to add extra fuses to it.
Right.
So I use the Lynx in as an extension to the distributor.
Okay.
Gotcha. So the power will come in
So the power's going to
on that one.
Yeah, so the power's going to come in from the end.
Yeah.
We're going to turn all these into fuses.
Yeah.
So we'll have one spare fuse for in the future if you ever need anything else.
And that's 48 volt.
Yeah, this is 48
Yeah,
volt. So then, because it's 48 volt, we've got to use the special Victron fuses,
Yeah.
which are rated to 48 volts.
Okay.
Because the normal fuses aren't rated to 48 volts, so even though the fuse will blow, the gap's still that small that it could jump across.
Right.
So you've got to use the special fuses for it.
That makes sense.
And then what I'm doing with these is I'm trying to put the shunts in the right sort of location. The bits at the other side while still leaving room for the cables to go past them.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to come up with the best place for them.
Right, so system's now pretty much fully installed. Now, as I've said in many videos before, you can't just install this system and just expect it to work out of the box. There's a lot of stuff that goes on behind the scenes. So we've got to program some inverters, got to program the DC to DC chargers, got to set the solar controllers up, loads of parameters, loads of settings that, you know, all the boring stuff really, but very crucial to getting the system to work.
And that's all the stuff that I didn't want to do, and that's why I brought it to you.
Yeah. So this is, it's not too bad to be fair. It's just you've got to know the right parameters for the voltages that you're working with.
Yep.
And if you don't get them right, your system will not be efficient and they'll just not work properly. Right, so it's time to change alternator. We have swapped the pulley. We've kept the new fan on there. It's a higher capacity cooling fan than the original one. Now, when they originally upgraded this, because it did have a smaller alternator on there, they didn't upgrade the cables. So what we found when we've actually looked at it today is all the cables are burnt. So we're going to swap that. We were going to swap those out anyway, but it's obviously a necessity that we swap them out today. Now, unfortunately for Michael and Louise, is the wiring to the starter motor was also burnt out. So the stud on the back of the starter motor, you can see is discoloured, it's bent, it's corroded and it's been hot. You can see how hot it's been because it's turned the plastic white underneath. So, spoken to them, what we're going to do is we're going to fit a new solenoid to this starter. They're going to keep that as a spare and we're going to fit a brand new starter motor to it as well. This is the reason you should do it right in the first place. The cable should have been upgraded and this problem wouldn't have arose at this time. So yeah, we'll crack on, get these back on. New starter, new alternator, new cables have been fitted. Then we can get our side finished off and then Wanda can leave us.
Hello, it's been a few days now since we've come back from SplitCharge, and I thought I'd just go over what it is that they've installed, because there's only bits that I filmed whilst we were there, and I don't think I actually went over it in full when they'd finished. So we've had on the roof 2 460 watt solar panels installed. We've got a bit more space left to install some more. We're going to wait until we've had the roof hatches done, and then we'll figure out what space we've got left and basically maximise that. We've had a 140 amp alternator fitted, which is going to give us some more power basically so that we can fully charge the batteries whilst we're driving without any issues. And because of the wiring issues that we had, we've had a new starter motor installed, a new solenoid. Nothing wrong with the starter motor, so we've kept that as a spare. We've got another solenoid to go with it, so we've got that as a spare as well. So we've got a new starter motor and solenoid installed. New belts as well, might as well while we were there. SplitCharge did that for us. So that's all on the outside. And then on the inside, they have fitted full-on electrical system for us. All lots of blue boxes. I can maybe go through these for you. So let's start with the batteries. So we've had 3 48 volt, 125 amp hour batteries installed. They're all in parallel. So we're running a 48 volt system, and then they're all connected via the Lynx power distributors. They're all then connected. Steve's done a great job with this mounting board, which is hinged downwards. So on the front of it, we've got the Sterling DC to DC battery charger. That's a 12, 24 volt to 48 volt, 1500 watts. We've then got a solar MPPT charge controller here and another one there. We've currently only got one of them connected because we've only got one pair of solar panels. The other one will obviously be connected up when we get the new solar panels installed. We've then got three DC to DC converters. This one is a 48 to 24 volt one. This one will allow us to run our water pump, which is 24 volt, and also the diesel heaters, the air heater and the water heater. They're going to run off there. And then the other two are 12 volt, 48 volt to 12 volt converters. So one of them will run all of the bits we've got in the cab, like the LED lights, the fans, USB chargers, all that stuff. The other one will run the 12 volt in the habitation box. So this will be for the LEDs, LED lighting. We've got fan on the toilet. We've got a UV light on the water filtration system, things like that. And then the top one, this is the Victron Multiplus 2. It's a 48 volt, 5000 volt amp, 70 amp inverter. So this is going to convert the 48 volts DC into AC for us. So we can then run normal household main stuff on here. So we're going to use that to power the fridge, which is going to go in this area here. I've pre-wired, I just need to sort out the sockets up there. So we're also going to have a microwave in there as well. And then that's going to come around to the kitchen area, which will have a, we've got an air fryer oven and an induction hob. And then we'll have an extra socket on there in case we want to plug a coffee machine in or something like that, I don't know. Kettle if we ever need it, I suppose. So that's going to go in there. And then we're going to have some general sockets put around. We're going to have a couple in the seating area. There'll be some in the top of the cupboard here for, I don't know, TV or something. But we've already installed some in the bedroom. So we've installed some desk-based power sockets in here. So these have got a single mains outlet and a bunch of USB-Cs and a bunch of USB-As on it, so we can charge things at night. We've got one either side. So we've also then got installed a couple of fuse distributions. So this one is the 24 volt fuse distribution. As you can see, Steve's labelled it up, ready for the air heater and the water heater and so on. This one here is a 12 volt one. Plenty of spares on there for us to go onto. We've got a consumer unit distribution, so this will be where all of the circuits are connected. This blue one, by the way, is just a temporary one that we've got in, so that will come out and be replaced with the permanent one. This is our Victron touchscreen, so that's currently showing what we've got going on. It's a pretty dull day today, so not a lot of solar coming in. And then we've got the dual solar isolator, so both solar cables feed into that, and then we can isolate both of them from the MPPT controllers, which are down here. So behind this board then, it's just held in with a couple of grub screws. We've got 3 shunts all connected up to the DC to DC converters, so that we can measure and monitor what voltages we've got on each of the systems. I don't have to hold it because Steve's put a retaining strap on it, look. There we go, so that's it. As well as that main installation, Steve's also put us a new 12 volt fuse distribution in the glove box in the cab. The one that was in there originally was a bit iffy, so he's put us a new one in there. And also he's put one in the rear water locker for us, so that we can connect up the 24 volt systems and the 12 volt systems in there. Bit of a distribution at the back, so we don't have to run all the cabling from the back to the front. I've already laid 12 volt feed cable from the front, which Steve connected up for me. So I think they've done a fantastic job, and they have access to the system, so they can monitor it and check on things, and if something's not working quite right, or I don't understand something, they're there to help, so they can get on it, they can change configurations, or they can talk me through it. We've also got a switch unit from Energy Solutions. So this is a 4-way switch, which is controlling these relays down here, which Steve's installed for us. So we've got one for the 12 volt feed for the cab, so that when we park up, we also don't want all the electrics working still in the cab, so we can turn them off. We've got one connected up, or will be connected up, for the water pump, because we don't want to be running the water pump while we're driving, so we're gonna see if we can get that programmed up so that if we're driving it can turn the pump off for us. And the other one we've had pre-wired for the outside light, so that we can turn the light on and off when we're outside basically. And then the fourth one is a spare one. We haven't quite decided what we're going to use that for. That's really good. We should be all set for when we're off on our travels. Thank you, SplitCharge. Right, that's us done for this evening. We've just finished up in the bedroom. As you can see, we've got some lights working now. Thank you, Louise, for demonstrating. And also, just for testing purposes, I fitted the LED strip. It's hanging out this side. We've put it under, put it in the trunking bit.